Hi, this is Robin from Cooking and Capturing. We're here in Austin, Texas, in El Oso's famous kitchen, and we're making Robin's China Borracho beans. We have, for ingredients, about 2 tablespoons of butter, 6 cloves of garlic chopped, 2 jalapenos diced, 1 large onion. This is just 1 onion, it's very large, chopped, 1 green bell pepper chopped, 2 large tomatoes chopped, 1 bunch of cilantro minced, and 3 cans of beans. I usually use hard beans or dry beans, soak them overnight, and cook them with some garlic, some extra garlic, because I like the taste of the dry beans better, but we're using Goya canned beans today. And also, what makes the Borracho beans is the Mexican beer, but we're using Japanese beer today. So I'm doing 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So I usually use bacon, probably 4 to 6 strips of bacon. And what I do is, bacon here, 4 strips. In China I use 6 strips because it's less fatty. So I would put it in the pot, render the fat a little bit, and only halfway cook the bacon to where it's just starting to get a little crispy. Take the bacon out. I usually chop it in 1-inch pieces, so it's going to sit on a towel and drain a little bit. And then with the bacon fat and then 1 tablespoon of butter, I'll saute the veggies. But we have no bacon today, so I'm using 2 tablespoons of butter. And this is the oil base of the dish. Okay, so now I'm going to add the onion and the green bell pepper. I'm going to let them begin to sweat. A lot of onion. When they're coated in the oil, then I'm going to add the garlic and the jalapeno. So these will probably take on, actually my heat is medium-high right now. These will probably take about maybe 6 minutes or so. Now I'm going to add in a little bit of salt before I add the other ingredients, about maybe half a teaspoon or so, just for some seasoning. This is kosher salt. So these ingredients, the onion, the green pepper, the jalapeno, and the garlic, have now been sauteing in the butter for about maybe between 6 and 8 minutes. And I'm going to add the beans. I'm going to just kind of combine a little bit. It's not really necessary to get them thoroughly combined. And I'm going to add the beer. You turn up the heat to high, bring it to a boil. Now, as these ingredients begin to boil together, I'm going to run out of liquid and I'll replace it with water, probably up to 2 to 3 cups, depending on just how fast it evaporates. I usually just do it. I just kind of see and decide. But this is about the consistency that I want. So this amount of liquid for this amount of vegetables. This is not really a soupy dish. In the end, the vegetables kind of disintegrate a little bit and the beans begin to break down, come out of their skins, and I actually mash to kind of combine all of the ingredients. Hey guys, this is Robin. We are over at the beans again. I just added about a cup of water after 10 minutes of beans boiling on high. Because this is going to sit for quite a while, I'm actually going to lower the heat to medium-high right now and continue to let it boil down. I'll probably have to add another cup or so of water before it's finished. Hi, this is Robin again. We're back at the beans. It's been about another 10 minutes, and just for good measure, I'm going to add about another cup of water. Okay. going to let those come back to the boil and continue simmering. Again, this part, you know, the amount of time that you cook these beans really depends on you and what kind of consistency you want. But I really like everything to break down a lot and kind of be almost indiscernible, you know, what the different vegetables and ingredients are. So I cook it for quite a while. From this point, you probably can go on to the end of the recipe if you like it a little bit soupier and you like the ingredients more defined. Okay, we're back at the beans, and the water has reduced quite a bit, so we need a little bit more liquid, but everything is kind of breaking down, so instead of adding more water, at this point I'm going to add the tomatoes. So again, this is 2 large tomatoes chopped. They'll give some of their liquid, add that to the mess. And I'm also going to add about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of oregano, and if you have Mexican oregano for its stronger flavor, use that. Okay. I'll combine that and then let it continue to simmer. Okay, this is Robin again. We're back to the beans and we're almost done. About 10 minutes after I added the oregano and the tomatoes, I lowered the heat down to medium so that it could just kind of continue to hang out without losing too much liquid. But we've got a good consistency now, so what I'm going to do is add a little more salt because this particular batch is a little bland as far as saltiness goes, so I'm going to add another 2 to 3 pinches just to give that kick. And I'm going to add 1 bunch of chopped cilantro. We're done with heat now, so I'm also going to turn it off. And I'm going to combine. And at this point, the beans are quite soft. They're losing their skins. And the other vegetables have disintegrated quite a bunch and kind of congealed. If you look at the liquid, we've got kind of you know, they're taking on the color of the beans. If you use dry beans and you use a little bit of the liquid that you boil them in as you make them soft, this recipe will actually be a lot darker in color. So I'm going to bring the pot over here just to spend a little bit of time mashing the beans. Not all of them need to be mashed, but I like to kind of help them break down a little bit. Okay, that's good. And we are finished. So I'm going to serve a bowl and try it. Yes, good batch. Very good. Okay. All right. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the recipe. You can find it on my blog, which is Cooking and Capturing. You can find a link to that on Eloso's Famous Kitchen. Thank you and enjoy.
Plugged in, polarized, fist raised in anger, staring down, don't mean